everyone, welcome to South of Consciousness, your host Jeff Austri. Today's episode is on consciousness is driving our life. We call it the feel, the sus, energy, divine, wave, light, the intelligence force. Some places like China, Asia, they call it the living organism. Places like India, they call it the play, the drama. And in the Western world, they call it creator, maker, or the constructor. Or some may say it's the experience between the experience and response, such as a response to a stimuli in the environment. Each cell or person is organic and dramatic by their own nature. A life full of consciousness, allowing each cell to be an individual full of consciousness, whereby living and creating in a conscious cell. All cells living in the organism are conscious within the conscious cell or source. Consciousness arises, making way for the spirit, the energy, to experience a physical form, matter. So from nothing to something and back to nothing, from nowhere to now here, then back to nowhere. We, as energy forms, cannot be created nor destroyed, but only be transformed. The body, as a vessel containing the spirit, the light, the energy, will leave that vessel, will leave that body one day and transform that energy, that force, that energy force to somewhere or someone or something. We are living in an energy field, a spirit world where everything is connected, full of energy, which is affecting humans and the universe. One organism where everything in nature depends upon everything else, interconnected. A unity of independent cells that I'm part of, and you too. We are here as a living cell. It behooves us to utilize our energies wisely and to be open to truth by letting go all conditions, assumptions, and expectations. Also, it is very important to deprogram the mind by letting go the old self, the old way of living. Reprogram the mind to be wise and compassionate. Each cell living within the cells of consciousness is unique, imaginative, and creative, born in divine intelligence, divine guidance, divine creativity mechanism to experience life to the fullest. Within the conscious mind of each cell are dynamic action. These are the forces that produce motion. You're not static. You should not be static. You should not be stagnant. You should be in motion like the ocean, moving. Everything's vibration. Then comes dynamic thought. So another way of saying this is like the gap analysis, looking at your current state of mind, and your future or desired state of mind. What you want it to be. How pleasant I want my thoughts to be. To get there, I ask myself what tools are needed, what tools are necessary to bridge the gap, to close that gap, in order to get to that desired state of mind. Creativity is another one. To recognize the divine gifts, the master skills that you have within you, the new ideas, all alternative methods that you use, the adapting, overcoming challenges in your life. So we have these skills within us. Divinity, of course, is another one. It's a power, divine force that are universal. We are the stardust. In addition, each conscious cell lives by the seven laws of nature to create their own realities: order, unity, harmony, balance, intelligence, evolving, and creating. We just talk about movement, evolving. You have to evolve, you have to grow, change all the time. My mind, my body, my emotions, feelings, and all energies are incoherent, aligned with each other, then creativity is possible. My next podcast is on silence, the gap. And I'll be talking about that creativity in the gap, in the silence. Within the cells of consciousness, source, each cell wants to find life's secret, a drive of curiosity of the universe. So, utilizing our intrinsic motivation, such as autonomy, purpose, and mastery, using your wholeheartedness, togetherness, a feeling of belonging is very crucial to creating a high performance workplace, culture, and a cooperative environment or community. Showing compassion, having curiosity in life, and autotelicity, which is activities or processes driven by the inherent purpose of value rather than being performed for external rewards or goals. So you don't have external motives when you're doing something, when you're helping the community, when you're helping somebody, when you're doing something of good value. Using our mental faculties, our mental attitudes, such as intuition, reasoning, memory, imagination, perception, creativity, and willpower, we can become the fullest and truest version of ourselves. Studying quantum physics gave me a good starting point where there are frequencies, energies, vibrations, electromagnetic waves moving to and through us and affecting humans and the universe. Each frequency has a level of vibration. Each conscious cell is aware and mindful of the following: trust in yourself, know yourself, trust in nature, and allow for oneness with source and spirit. Every conscious cell is united just like the crest and trough of a wave, which is part of the ocean and not separated. We are conscious cells living in a conscious living organism, the source. We are not separated from source, and we have the ability and the capability to become one mind, one soul, and one consciousness. Of course, without reading each other's mind. This happens when each cell is in coherence with mind, body, emotions, and energies. Only then we can create a mass movement of like-minded conscious cells with an intense desire for change, a new way of living and thinking, making that shift from a survival state of living to a creative state of living. Making the shift, moving from the old self, the old system, the old way of thinking, to the new system, the new way of thinking, your new life, a new dimension, you may want to call it that way. It's an individual and collective effort where each conscious cell has been elevated, risen to a high frequency, a high vibration, creating a positive flow of energy on the same plane to move to the new system in quietly and eliminating the old way of living, the old way of thinking. Getting yourself ready to move into that new place is very important. Every thought is a chance to start or change again. It's like the waves rolling in and out with crests and troughs. It's never too late to make the shift, to change, to become the best of the best, knowing it's your best, knowing that you are living. Thank you very much for listening to Sounds of Consciousness, your host, Jeff Austri. See you next time.